Greetings residents of Park Crest on Nicollet down in Burnsville. It's Isaac with Rel Painting. I'm here with members of the application team, Obed and Wilfredo, who are in the process of performing an adhesion test. And momentarily, our PPG rep, Grayton Becker, is going to talk about what that entails, because we're trying to find a suitable coating for your powder-coated aluminum residence railings and some common area railings. As of today, Monday, May 23rd, the guys are working in the courtyard on the southeast and southwest corners, getting those dialed in before we make our way into the courtyard to repeat that same process that we're doing on the building ends. That will take about 3 weeks, and you can follow the project progress right here. But in the meantime, we want to give you some insight as to how we're testing these railings so that we can paint those as part of this year's project. Take it away, guys. Go ahead, Drayton.
So what we started off by doing is sanding down, taking all the sheen off as much as possible, getting a nice mill to 2 mil profile on the substrate. What we have on here now, drying, is XIM UMA primer. It's a urethane modified acrylic made for hard to stick surfaces, kynar for mica, aluminum, anodized aluminum, that type of thing. So once this is fully dry in about an hour, what we're gonna do is perform a adhesion test. We're gonna do a crosshatch of about 5-6 cuts about 1 centimeter apart, crosshatch it, put a piece of tape over it, a medium strength adhesion tape, get it nice and tight on there, and then we'll rip it off. And the squares ideally should stay in their perfect spot. If 1 or 2 is off, nothing to panic. If most of them come off, we might need to rethink.
And we are actually repeating the process on an unabraded surface as well. Now, Obed, you guys, your team is performing this work on site. What are we doing to the railings before we put down the primer and the top coat? What's happening?
Okay, we have to do sanding, orbital sander.
Yep.
All the way in the top of the hand railings and the spindles too, this is a preview, for do the top for or primer.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we got to abrade the surface to give it a profile that it will stick to. And while your guys are in the field, that's going to be achieved, as Obed said, with orbital sanders, right? Grinders to get into the tough to reach spots with Dremels to make sure that every surface that receives primer and paint gets thoroughly abraded to give that a profile for the primer and the paint to stick to, of which we hopefully can confirm by virtue of these tests that Grayton is helping us perform. Thanks everybody, stay tuned right here.